It's been a long-term desire to have broader campus conservation opportunities. The Ransom Center has had a large conservation lab for, over 40 years now. But we have the UT libraries, we have the Briscoe Center for American History, we have many libraries and galleries on campus that have not had the benefits of conservation of their collections. So when I was hired here, the director, Steve Ennis, and I began early on talking about, is what we do extensible to the campus, and what would that look like? We got a lot of wonderful response, and we got initial funding for a 2-year proof of concept phase. We have passed that 2-year concept phase. It was very successful. Many thousands of hours of conservation treatment were done for all of the collections. The clock drawing was the largest project we took on in the first 2 years of this project. I think we were all super excited about it because it's a very iconic piece for the campus.
Once we were able to bring the drawing here, I was able to examine it more closely and determine how we would proceed with treatment and what exactly it would need and how it would respond. For example, going into this project, I knew that the object needed tape removal. One of the biggest issues with the drawing, which is composed of 2 sheets of tracing paper, there were 2 campaigns of tape, one that caused that yellow staining that can be seen in some of the before treatment images. That was from a rubber-based tape, which who knows when it was put on. It could have been put on by the architectural firm, we don't really know. At some point, that adhesive dried out and failed. The tape carrier fell off and the drawing was again in 2 pieces. Someone came back with what looked like Scotch tape. It was a pressure-sensitive tape with an acrylic-based adhesive that they just ran along the back of the 2 sheets to reattach them. That's something that we see a lot in our field, especially in paper conservation. We remove a lot of tape from documents, drawings, prints. Keeps us in business. That's the joke we like to make. The other steps of the treatment involved tear repair, removal of other tapes that were applied to the front that were used for tear repair as well, and then some local humidification and flattening to reduce creases and crushed areas of the piece. On the whole, with documentation and treatment hours, that was about 150 hours of work. The second phase of the project that I should talk about is the construction of the backing board, and that took almost as much time as the actual treatment of the work. We wanted something that was rigid, light enough to be handled by 2 or 3 people, and wouldn't flex or sag in the middle. And we also wanted something that could easily be covered and shown so that the drawing could be viewed, accessed by researchers and students, and then returned back to the space on top of the flat file.
We just received 2 more years of funding from the Provost office, and we have hired Kaylee Ferguson to be the campus paper and book conservator for this 2-year period.
I really hope the future of the initiative includes other specialties. I think that right now we're focused on paper materials and some books, and that's really cool, but a lot of the different collections on campus also have photographic materials. Another hope that I have for the initiative is to expand to include other entities on campus that have special collections and, learn more about what UT holds. It's such a big university with so many really special pockets, and being able to help all of those special pockets would be really cool.
This program is different from what I've seen at other campuses. We are basing our model on a model that Harvard has had in place for about 2 decades now, where they have a centralized conservation operation for the libraries and archives on the Harvard campus. To my knowledge, there is no public university in the United States that has achieved that kind of operation, and that really is our goal here at the University of Texas. We'd like to go out big, right? And so this campus certainly deserves it for the collections that we have. So we are looking to hopefully build to be a very large operation that serves the campus.